Guys, hi. If you're planning on getting into automated trading seriously and for the long term, then MyFixBook is the service you'll definitely find useful. And in this video, I will explain to you why this service is needed and how to use it. So why is it needed? Because with the help of MyFixBook, you can monitor your trading account, which is managed on the Metatrader 5 or 4 generation platform, and get the ability to monitor it and view the statistics of this trading account in the form of special infographics, which contain many parameters for evaluation and analysis. You can monitor your trading accounts, make them private or public, show them to investors, allow traders, for example, to copy them and earn money from this. It's a very extensive and cool service where you can sell your trading account or simply analyze it privately. Now, regarding another feature that I really like. Here, to be honest, I haven't added all my trading accounts, only about a third of them. But I just want to tell you that if you have a lot of trading platforms and many expert advisors, it's much easier to just monitor them on the server. For example, look, I have a lot of VPS servers. And on each VPS server, I have either 3 or 4 trading platforms running. There are a lot of trading bots running, and I simply start to lose track of them because I get them mixed up. I forget which trading account is which and what I'm doing there. But here, I have the opportunity to bring them all together in a single table, view their statistics, their trading drawdown, check the balance on each account, and much more. Results. And as for what exactly we can look at, as I said, let's go in order. First, we have the ability to view all of this visually, to see the growth chart of the trading account. We can look at it visually. Yes, we can see the percentage of growth. We can see how much it earns on average per month. This expert advisor, what its maximum trading drawdown is, check the balance and many other details about the account. Yes, which broker, what is the deposit currency I have, what is the leverage. These are general details that overall we can find even without this service. But to break down the entire strategy step by step, this is very useful because here we can do it in just a snap of the fingers. Look, first of all, we have a panel where we can see the profit factor. For example, we have some informative infographics clearly showing the precise percentage of profitable long and short trades, which is quite insightful. The average number of profitable points, the average number of losing points, average profit in money, average loss in money, worst trade, best trade. So, and what I like most of all is that we can see a summary of all the currency pairs operating on the account and how many trades each currency pair has made. We can see the number of pips that have been earned on each currency pair and the profit in money, profitable and losing trades as a percentage. And most importantly, I can see here which currency pairs are strong and which are weak. And why do I need this? Because if I want to improve my trading, of course, I need to remove what isn't working well. And you know, I've met traders who noticed that an expert advisor made several losing trades in a row on a certain currency pair. And they say that it trades poorly on that currency pair. But it's hard to understand this intuitively. But if you see, compared to other currency pairs already in the table, on the euro versus pound currency pair, we made 26 trades. Or rather, not us, but the expert advisor. In this case, who is that? Swing Master. It made 26 trades and ended up with a loss of 81 points. That's not that much. And the total financial loss incurred is almost exactly 18 United States dollars. And this already gives us a reason to think, do we really need such an expert advisor, such a currency pair for trading if compared to other pairs The trading on it seems more or less active, but we're not getting a good result. That means it's probably best to remove it. Next, we move on to our own analysis manually. And here we can easily choose any specific currency pair to clearly see how it truly performs. Let's carefully look at the detailed profitability chart for the euro against the British pound to fully understand the situation. So look closely. This particular currency pair experienced a significant loss and regrettably never fully recovered. That means, quite clearly, this currency pair possesses a rather poor recovery factor. Perhaps it's because for this particular currency pair, during the 6 months that I've been using this expert advisor on the account, it just happened to be an unlucky period for this pair. After all, it only brought a 4% loss. Let's see. But I think that 6 months is the first reporting period for all currency pairs. We can analyze and think about what to do next. But if we see that it doesn't work well over the course of a year, then it definitely needs to be removed from your portfolio. Let's move on to manual analysis. What do we do next? We can select all assets, exclude the euro pound, click the Analyze button, and see how the expert advisor performs if we don't use the euro pound. So it turns out that with the euro pound, we actually earned a significant 64%. And without its inclusion, we achieved a still impressive 68%. Furthermore, if we were to meticulously add the current growth figures here, we would observe even more interesting trends. We can see the profitability chart specifically without the euro pound. Of course, it hasn't changed much because this is a multi-currency bot with many currency pairs, and excluding one pair doesn't really disrupt the profitability chart. So why do we actually need multi-currency trading? Because it's a more or less balanced portfolio that will stay afloat even if some currency pair performed very poorly during this half-year reporting period. We can also look at any other currency pairs. For example, here's a currency pair that performs well. As I mentioned to you, it's the pound against the USD. We click the Analyze button and see the growth chart for this currency pair. It's a pretty good growth chart with a small trading drawdown. So we can analyze and assemble it like this. We can put together here from different pairs some kind of portfolio. Let's say, for example, if you use all the currency pairs in the account that use inside the Australian dollar, we can look at all the currency pairs with the Australian dollar, how they performed during this period. We click Analyze, and we see that all these currency pairs brought us 22% growth. Or for example, if you genuinely like this particular idea, we can thoroughly examine all the important metrics for this specific trading account. How many points we've earned, select several currency pairs, let's say the top 4. GBP, USD, EUR, NZD, AUD, USD, EUR, USD. We've selected 4 currency pairs. We go to the portfolio, to our own portfolio. We select another additional portfolio. This is a scalper investor. And here we can view the total results. Yes, there are some losing currency pairs. Euro pound, as you can see, is not on their list. But here we have a weak link. Euro against the Australian dollar. And the Australian dollar against the USD. 2 currency pairs. Pairs that are giving us a loss, but there are 4 currency pairs that are bringing us profit. For example, Euro against USD, Euro against Canadian dollar, Australian dollar against Canadian dollar, and New Zealand dollar against USD. We can simply take these specific currency pairs from this particular portfolio, and by utilizing these pairs along with the ones we carefully noted in the previous portfolio, we can effectively create a single comprehensive trading account where we simply take the very top 3 or 4 best performing currency pairs from each individual portfolio, and in this highly efficient way we meticulously create an entirely new and optimized trading account where only the absolute best bots with the most profitable and finely tuned settings will operate. This strategic approach will significantly help us create a powerful tool to maximize the overall profitability of all our investments. And what else did I want to say? Yes, the crucial question of precisely how to effectively add a new trading account here to this particular website. So we will proceed here to the portfolio section, then carefully select the option to add an account, subsequently choose the appropriate button, and finally thoughtfully decide which specific platform we genuinely wish to utilize for comprehensive monitoring purposes. To make it free, select Metatrader 5 with Auto Update. Here, we enter the name of the trading account. For example, what should we name the trading account? I just opened it yesterday, so I don't even know yet. This is a new expert advisor. There were only a couple of trades on it. For example, let's just call it some kind of scalper. That's it. Let it be scalper. Here we select the broker. It was IC Markets. Here we have the server which is ready. As far as I remember, it was the beautiful island nation of Seychelles MT5 for account number and investor password. Click the Create Account button. And we get a notification that the monitoring has been created. So here is this scalper. As I mentioned, there was already one profitable trade. It was Euro against the Canadian dollar. There was one trade that made me a profit. And overall, guys, MyFixBook. It's a super service that gives us amazing opportunities to achieve great results. That's all for now. See you next time.